Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Nasra Public School welcomes you to NPS eConnect program. This is a week 6, lesson 1, subject computer, grade 9, chapter number 2, computer components. It's continue. We have already learned the few topics of this chapter in our previous lectures. So first we will recapitulate our previous topics, what we have learned in our previous lessons of this chapter. So in previous lectures we have learned about the CPU. The CPU is the brain or nerve center of the computer. The processing takes place in the CPU. There are 4 components of the CPU. One is ALU, second is CU, third is MU, and fourth is registers. Then we have learned about the bus. Bus is a set of wires that is used as communication path. There are 3 types of buses. Number 1, data bus. Number 2, address bus. Number 3, control bus. Now let's move towards our today's topic. So today we are going to learn about this memory storage. Let's see the student learning outcomes. So by the end of the lesson, students will be able to explain memory and its types, differentiate between RAM and ROM, recognize internal and external storage devices. So here's the starter. Where do you store your important things? When we learn something, where does it store or save? If we want to save or store any data in a computer, where shall it be stored? So guys, any guesses? Now let's find them out in our today's lecture. So first we are going to learn about the memory. Memory is the storage device inside the computer where data, information, programs can be stored. There are 2 types of memory. Number 1 is internal, primary, and main memory. These all are the names of internal memory. Next is external, secondary, and auxiliary memory. These are the names of secondary or external memory. So basically we have 2 main types of memory. One is internal or primary, or second is secondary or external memory. Now let's find out internal, primary, and main memory is. So it is a set of chips located on another board close to the microprocessor. It is the faster form of memory. It is further divided into 2 types. One is RAM and the other is ROM. Now let's find out the difference between RAM and ROM. So first is RAM. RAM stands for a random access memory. It is readable and we can write on it. It's volatile. It's temporary as well, means that if the power is gone, we will lost our data. It's also costly and it is used by the users. RAM is look like this as shown in the picture. The other type or the other memory is ROM. ROM stands for a read-only memory. As its name represents that it's only a read-only memory, we can't write anything on this. It's non-volatile. If the power is gone, the data will not be lost. So it's permanent. It's also very cheap and it is used by the manufacturers. Here is the picture of ROM. Now the next is secondary or external memory. It is non-volatile memory that is used to store data on permanent basis. It is slower and cheaper form of memory. It is physically separated but directly connected to the motherboard through communication cables. It includes devices like diskettes, compact disc, memory card, and flash drives. So these are the examples of external or secondary memory. Now let's conclude our today's lesson. So in today's lesson we have learned about the memory. Memory is the storage device inside the computer where data, information, programs can be stored. There are basically two types of memory. The one is internal and the other is external. Internal memory, it is a set of chips located on another board close to microprocessor. It is further divided into two types. One is RAM and the other one is ROM. The next is external memory. It is non-volatile memory that is used to store data on permanent basis. It is physically separated but directly connected to the motherboard through communication cables. So this is the conclusion of our today's lesson. You can read the further details from your course book. You can read page number 31 and 32 of your course book for further guidance. Here is the homework for you. You have to do the given assignment in your copies. So that's all for today. I hope you have understand the topic very well. Thank you. We'll meet inshallah in the next lesson.